We have some general items tonight, and we have the recreational passenger bus. We have a staff report from Brad.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the council. I'm Brad McIntyre, your Community Services Director. Thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening and request council's approval to purchase a community bus. Our current bus is 16 years old. In the last 4 years, we have spent over $10,000 in maintenance costs. Throughout the year, we utilize the bus for approximately 120 days. We use the bus often for our senior trips, that they go on day trips. A good example would be San Francisco, Napa, Apple Hill. Our youth camps use it almost every day throughout the summer to transport campers from Gray Avenue School over to Gaucher Aquatic Park. We have used it for our Summer at City Hall program the first year, and it is a backup to use for Yuba City Unified buses. We also use it for our visiting dignitaries, our Sister City Tour Day, and levee tours for our community. The proposed bus will have the ability to carry 24 passengers, which will include 2 wheelchair participants. This is roughly what it will look like. The only difference is that the lift for the wheelchair will actually be in the back. But other than that, we wanted to give you an idea of what it will look like. We've also have a rendering here, which we will wrap it with our logo, if it is council's desires. You can see it on the front and the back. We may even give some sponsorship opportunities on the back of the bus like you have seen through Yuba City Transit as they go through our town. This is our recommendation as it relates to the purchasing of a bus. And I gladly entertain any questions at this time.
Back to council for any questions for Brad.
Through the mayor. Mr. McIntyre, are there other uses for this bus that, especially with a newer unit, that could be utilized, more long distance type trips, things like that? Or are we in a position as a city to sublet that bus to other organizations, like as in nonprofits within our community?
We would, and we certainly can. It would certainly be determined with insurance liability. We would certainly make sure we provided the bus driver because they're under our insurance policy. And then we would ask, depending on the situation, if it was a nonprofit, to recoup our costs for the trip as well. But to answer your question in short, yes, we could. And it could facilitate a trip to LA if needed so.
And could you give us a little bit of an understanding on the mechanism of mobility? Is it a gas engine, diesel engine? What are we looking at here?
It's a diesel engine, and it is a lot smoother of a ride. It's better technology than 16 years ago. I am not a mechanic, but I believe they're called air brakes. That gives us the ability for a softer ride and to control the bus on a decline coming down a hill.
So special licensing is required to be able to be a driver for this bus, a Class B driver's license or greater?
It is a Class B driver's license.
Okay. And the suspension on this, I would assume is an air ride. Given the dollar figure, is probably an air ride suspension, which also allows a more comfortable ride, especially for those that have disabilities.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. I have no further questions.
Okay. Any other questions? And that comfortable drive would be very helpful.
quick,
I've been
Brad.
on our bus.
Is it the same size bus or did we get bigger? That's the question. More passenger or same size?
It is the same size bus, however, it is a little bit longer. Same size meaning passengers, but it is a little bit longer for more comfort.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? And if not,
To the mayor. I'd move to approve staff's recommendation to purchase this bus.
I'll second it.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?